Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's first video, doing 5-day forecast for today's first video. So, as always on a Wednesday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the coming 5 days. And it's going to be a case that we start off unsettled and mild with plenty of rain still around the country. We'll see a drying trend as we move to the end of the week and into the weekend. High pressure is going to begin to take over the weather. And at the same time, it's going to get a lot colder as well. So by the time we get through to the weekend, we really are going to have some very chilly days and some quite hard overnight frost as well. We may even start to see some freezing fog by the beginning of next week. So I'll talk you through all of that in a moment. To just say that coming up later on, we're going to have the week 10-day video update, and that will include all of regular features. You'll be able to see that on the homepage at gasovitz.com later on this afternoon. So we're going to begin with the radar picture from Gasovitz, and we've got showery outbreaks of rain across the country today. It's not complete washout. There are some dry spells in between. So we've got quite a bit of heavy rain across the north of Scotland, heavy showery outbreaks of rain through eastern and northeastern parts of England, more wet weather down here in the south, some bright colours mixed in there, indicating some quite heavy bursts of rain. But there are large drier slots too, particularly much of Scotland and down to Northern Ireland, and also through parts of the Midlands in towards East Anglia. There's drier conditions at the moment. Generally, these bands of rain will tend to push northwards through the course of this afternoon. Here today's top 2 pressure chart, so low pressure is still in control. The low is centred off the coast of East Anglia, and we've got these showery bands of rain spiralling around the area of low pressure. So for the rest of this afternoon, we're going to see further bands of showery rain moving northwards, particularly affecting eastern parts of the country, so through the Midlands, through eastern England, going up in towards east and southeast Scotland. The rain will be on and off in these areas and quite heavy and persistent. The driest weather will always be out towards the west, I think, so Northern Ireland probably gets a dry day, southwest Scotland, parts of West Wales also tend to be mostly dry, I would have thought, for the course of this afternoon. Temperatures are mild despite the rain, so we can see a range of around 9 to 14 degrees Celsius. 14 is 57 Fahrenheit, so it is a very mild late November day. Overnight tonight, that low pressure continues to move out into the North Sea, but we still have a band of rain stuck across the northern and northeastern parts of the country. So I think we'll have quite a wet night for much of northeast England, pushing up into Scotland, particularly eastern and southeastern parts of Scotland. Very wet night coming up. The driest weather will always be towards the west and the southwest tonight. Later on in the night, we'll start to find that rain pushing back southwards again. So parts of northern eastern Scotland will probably begin to dry up and start to turn colder as well. Overall, a relatively mild night coming up for many places tonight. Into tomorrow, and that low pressure is heading over to Denmark and Germany, and we start to pull wind in from the northeast. There is a weather front though, but we've got to push southwards before we go into this drier, colder weather. So we start quite wet tomorrow across much of northern England. We'll see that rain pushing southwards in towards Wales and the Midlands and East Anglia during the day. The far south of the country probably stays dry until late on tomorrow, until into the evening. And then Scotland, Northern Ireland, and eventually much of Northern England will turn drier and brighter. But as the wind swings into the north and northeast, it will turn colder. And so with showers likely in the north and the northeast of Scotland, we could see those turning wintry by the end of the afternoon. Temperatures dropping away tomorrow, still quite mild in the south at around 10 or 11 degrees, but behind this band of rain it does turn quite a lot cold, with temperatures falling back in towards mid-single digits in most parts of northern Britain by the end of tomorrow. Friday, we're under a ridge of high pressure, so it's all changed really. Plenty of sunny spells coming through, and of course most people have commented about how dull and overcast and gloomy this November has been, but we're going to end it with plenty of sunny spells under this ridge of high pressure. A few showers running down the east coast. It could be a little bit wintry, and across the northern eastern parts of Scotland we'll probably see snow coming down to low levels in any showers, but push through on those northerly winds. However, that said, most places are going to be dry on Friday with a decent amount of sunshine. It will be cold though, with temperatures ranging in the north only from around 4 degrees, something like that. In the south, probably up to around 7 or 8 degrees, and a widespread frost setting in on Friday night. Saturday, this area of low pressure has proved a real flamey ointment about where it's going. At the moment, it looks like it's just going to clip in across the far southwest and the Channel Islands. So some outbreaks of rain for southwest England and the Channel Islands through the course of Saturday, but the majority of the country looks set to have a dry day with better sunshine across central, northern and eastern parts of the country. It'll be cold though. Temperatures after widespread frost will only rise up to around 3 to 6 degrees, something like that. So it will be quite a cold day, and another widespread frost sets in on Saturday evening. Sunday, high pressure dominated weather sitting just to our west. The wind coming around this ridge is from a northerly direction, so it will still be remaining cold. We could bring some cloud and a few showers down the east coast on these north to northeast winds, perhaps particularly in towards parts of East Sound. They might have a wintry flavour to them, but most parts of the country again will be dry. The best of the sunshine will be close to the centre of this ridge of high pressure in the north and west. It's going to be cold though, with temperatures ranging only from around 2 to 5 degrees Celsius. Hard frost early and late, particularly in the north and the west. And then we finish up on Monday with high pressure more or less centred over the top of the country, just time to drag in some slightly less cold air into the far north of Scotland. So a little bit of cloud and patchy rain possible the extreme northwest of Scotland on Monday. However, most places will be dry again with a decent amount of sunshine. Watch out for a few freezing fog patches though by the start of next week, as this high becomes centrally located over the country. Will probably increase the moisture and humidity within that ridge, and so we may start to see low cloud becoming an issue. Because of how cold and damp the ground is, I wouldn't rule out the risk of some pretty widespread and dense fog patches by the beginning of next week as well. They're likely to be freezing because there will still be frost early and late under that ridge of high pressure. And if any frost and fog was to linger all day, then you would struggle to get the temperatures above freezing. So temperatures will be back at around freezing on Monday in any fog. Otherwise, in the sunshine, only up to around 2, 3, 4 degrees. It will be cold away from the far north of Scotland, where it's beginning to turn a little bit milder with those west to southwesterly winds. Finally, just have a look at the charts from the weather outlook. So we've got showery bursts of rain around today, but at least it will be mild. Tomorrow, we're going to see a band of rain moving southwards across the country with drier, brighter but colder air following along behind to the north. By Monday, by Friday I should say, we're all mostly dry with sunny spells, but there will be wintry showers in the northeast, with risk of snow coming down to low levels across the northeastern parts of Scotland in those showers. We keep this dry, cold weather going into weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, looking mostly dry for many of us. Temperatures will be cold though, especially at night, with a risk of some quite significant night frost. That's how we finish up on Monday, again looking mostly dry across many parts of the country, but watch out for frost and maybe by the beginning of next week some freezing fog patches as well. So, in summary, it's all changed. We're starting off mild and wet, but we're going to go cold and dry by the weekend, and there will be a definite seasonal or seasonable flavour to the weather by the time we get through to the beginning of next week. We will extend out beyond the 5-day forecast time frame in today's second video update that will be with you later on this afternoon. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.